Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights through the tackle.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's hit just before the throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
The quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Volunteers come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Second down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Up on third down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The back's got it. Powering through the defender. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll feed the back again. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the single back takes the handoff. Quick spin on the run. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind them. You continue to pick up first downs, you get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Inside the 30 now. tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Ball handed off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone.
We'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff heading left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Carr. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go. Pass caught, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Like one more play here before halftime. They'll run it here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
To be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller, that's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Ball handed off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And we're all tied up now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the back. Finding some room with the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. No press here. The defense backing away. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Makes a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the toss play now, running to the right. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. The Volunteers churn out another first down. And now from the pistol formation. Hand off to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? But that's a solid game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Vols. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble to his left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Here comes the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense and see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Second down after that short completion. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he finds his target. He has the first. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The ball has come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Vols are looking to keep this drive going. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Here's the 2nd down play. The DB is backing off from the line now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Cole. They can't stop him. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Volunteers are in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within 1 in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? Passes the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. 1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Clemson, to take the lead in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.